sloppy copies. The visual, sloppy copies. The visual, sloppy copies. The visual.
Yeah, Live J5 in the building. Come on. Legendary lyricism with a street edge, full-fledged criminal fraternities that we pledge, nothing like the Greek ones. Lifestyles bleak, we seek big paydays, not for the meek. I eat like an animal, appetite monstrous, looking for a battle, still avoiding all the nonsense. Content's way too heavy for the table. Record label still wanna hear me spit a fable. 1993 had the Clarks, no gable, gold cable, gun-toting nigga unstable, flow fatal. I be hoping that these fools flee. Saturday night, I'm Schoolie D, legendary Philly flower. I just play the feel like Boa. I don't tell her shit, all I do is show her. That way she get the picture. Everything I say is like scripture. That's why in these streets I'm a permanent fixture.
Real hip hop, baby. Real hip hop. What's up, world?
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy to start the visuals off like that.
You know it.
Yo, if y'all don't know, that was Live J5. And listen, I wasn't even ready for that. I didn't know he was just gonna go
Killer
in
Cow.
like that.
Killer Cow, thanks for
Damn.
Ain't that what we here for? Ain't that what we here for?
Yo,
The real
homie,
hip hop.
that was
in
high.
purest form. Yo,
Damn,
before
I
we
love
get
that.
started, this is the Husky Show. We letting everybody know this is a Husky Show. I'm King Hines. Miss CEO is not here right now. She's at home taking care of some business.
What up, Chicken Wing?
Yeah.
What
Miss
up,
CEO,
boss?
Chicken Wing in the house. But I got my brother over here beside me. I got the poet, the bishop. I got 100 names for him because I go back way back. And in front of me, I got the livest MC that ever blessed the mic. Live J5 is in the flex.
What up? What up?
Boost City just
Peace
went
and
off.
blessings.
Boost Rothschild. See, I go back with these people. I call them Boots City. Yeah, that's Boost Rothschild's in the house, baby boy. I got Killer Cow on ones and twos.
I'm really stepping on my...
What's that?
DJ Killer Cow.
DJ Killer Cow. We in a new place to be. Where we at, Killer? I mean, we at
Yo, we are at Sound Waves Radio. You know what I'm saying? We riding the waves. You know what I mean? The Husky
doubt.
Show is on Sound Waves Radio, and the visuals are being presented on Sound Waves Radio.
No doubt.
The best always get with the best. I mean,
Shout out
That's
to
what it
everybody
is.
in the house. My man in the house. What's my man?
skits.
No, my man that drove us here.
Oh, you talking about my man transportation service?
Sir.
Yeah, my man Tiny's in the
Tiny's
building.
in the
Yeah,
building.
yeah, my man transportation. They the best, man. Simply the best.
But yo, we gonna get right into it, man. Live J5, it's a
What up,
pleasure to
what up?
have you in here, man.
Thank you, brothers. Glad to be here. What up, Bishop? What up, Hines?
What's going on, big homie?
We gonna get down to some rough fucking raw shit. You know what I mean? We gonna get about some real hip hop at its purest form, since we got a legend in the place to be. And we gonna talk about real hip hop. How you feel about the real hip hop that's going down? Is it any real hip hop going down? We gonna talk about this subject. Fever, why don't you elaborate on that a little bit?
Real hip hop is still going down. I believe it's still going down. The thing is, as always, you gotta find the real hip hop. Real hip hop never been in the mainstream. Real hip hop always been on the underground, and it's the same right now. I feel like in the mainstream, always from back into the 80s and 90s, you had people who were put in there and I would say put into that place to be, put into the mainstream, put into the public spotlight to kind of represent hip hop, but wasn't really a representative of hip hop. That's the history of the art. So although I agree when a lot of people complaining there's not a lot of real hip hop out right now, that is the history of hip hop. If you think about it, if we look all the way back to what's the song with Big Bang Hank? He didn't write the rhyme.
Right.
They wasn't on the
Grandmaster
scene.
Caz.
Right. They wasn't on the scene in New
yeah,
York.
right.
They were put in that position to make one of the first, or credited with the first rap record. But the true hip hop heads, the Crash Crew, all those brothers was on the underground, doing it from doing the heart of hip hop. It was very talented, you know, the pioneers of the game. But then you had these brothers who were like managers or whatever they were, and they wound up getting the credit for being on the first hip hop record, and they wasn't really hip hop artists. And one of the first MCs to go platinum, maybe not the first, but you had Vanilla Ice, you had Tone Loc, you had Young MC. These dudes weren't necessarily the best hip hop artists at the time. What's the guy with the Choo Choo Train? Candyman. You had these guys making big records in their day. but they wasn't totally representative of the art form of hip hop.
Right.
They were just put in that position. So the same thing is going on now. When you want to hear some real hip hop, you go underground like we did in the 80s. We found Ultramagnetic. We found crews that we like. We found Jewel T and Dollar Bill. We found Too Fresh. You know what I mean? We found Tough Crew. They were on the underground. They were never in the mainstream, and it's the same way right now. So hip hop is alive. You got to go get it, people. Don't expect it to come to your doorstep when Power 99 is up. It ain't gonna happen.
Hell no, it ain't gonna happen. But it is gonna happen on this station right here. You know?
Most definitely. 'Cause we underground with it right now.
Yeah, so tell the people, tell the world a little bit about your history as being an MC, where you started from and how you climbed.
I come from the golden era of hip hop, the original first era of hip hop. I heard rap when I was probably 10 years old or maybe even younger, you know, and I wanted to do it. It was amazing to me because I'm from an era where I wasn't born with hip hop. A lot of these young kids, they don't know how blessed they are. They were born with hip hop in their lives. You know, I grew up as a very young kid and we was listening to disco and stuff like that. That's what was out. You know, it wasn't no such thing as hip hop. You know,
And the hottest radio station was 105.3 WDAS.
Right. And then all of a sudden we hear this new art form. Bang! Hip hop come. They rhyming words together. They on these beats with not a lot of melody to it, and it sounded different. It sounded amazing. I wanted to do it from the very beginning. Probably wrote a rhyme in like '82 or something like that. I wanted to do it, and that's my history of it. And from that time, I just was passionate about it from a very young age, and I just kept doing it. I was doing it on the street. About almost any time you saw me back in the day, I was spitting the rhyme. You know what I mean?
I can verify that.
I was on the corner spitting the rhyme. I was in the back of the class spitting the rhyme. I was just hooked on the art form. I was in love with it. And it came an opportunity for me to be able to put a record out and get on the radio, which was a big deal at that time. And as Hines know, we did that, and we got a little buzz with it.
Slow down. You had a record out back in the day. Break that down to the people.
Well, it came a time I was able to run into a record company. The guy who ran a record label at the time, Felony Records, and I met him through some people that I knew, and he liked what I was doing. I was like I would say kind of like not really a battling wasn't the same as it is now.
Right.
I would say that. This battling where they like talking, battling, which it's the URL type battle wasn't kind of like that. But at the time, it was more like a street battle, and that's what I did a lot of. And somehow I got in front of this guy who was running a record label, trying to put out records. And he wanted to form a group. He wanted to add me inside of a group that was already formed. Okay. You know, he wanted me to be a member of a group. And I was with it because he said, we gonna put out a record. So I was like, yeah, I'm with it. Right. But as I entered the group, I said, dang, you know what? The dude you got me rapping with, he good, but my man Rich rap. He bomb. Rich rap. You know what I mean? You gotta hear my man Rich. If me and Rich was together, we could really make a record. Okay. So he was like, all right, let me hear your man Rich. So I brought Rich in. Me and Rich dropped some stuff because we had like that back-to-back, like Run DMC type style. Gotcha. So it was real tight. And he said, all right, bring your man Rich in. So now it's you, Rich, and his other guy. Okay. I said, your DJ hot. But if you hit my man DJ Dave, you know what I mean? DJ Dave. Then, you know what I mean? We could really make some shit. We hit DJ Dave. So he said, all right, bring DJ Dave, and I give him a listen. So I brought Dave in. He heard Dave and was like, all right, it's you, Rich, and Dave, but I'm my guy on the beat. We gonna lead. Okay. I said, your guy on the beat is tough, man. He's good. But if you hear my man, King Hines, on the beat, I'm sure you will reconsider. And definitely he did. So that's how, you know, Too Fresh came about. And that was my original crew anyway. So, you know, we got together, we did the music, and we put out Groove Busted, we put out Hitting Harder. We got around a little bit. This is like in the mid to late 80s, 86, 87. And
recording up Chung King, House of Metal.
Well, you know, I want to say, yo, can I say something? Up there. Don't lose your train of thought, but something thorough you just now said that I don't hear no more with MCs or people in the culture of hip hop. You had an opportunity, and you made sure that you presented your homies with an opportunity to get on too. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's the crab in the barrel situation. You didn't do that. You had an opportunity. You said, yo, I'm going to see if I can put my homies on. Yeah. That is real hip-hop, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. And it was definitely that. It was definitely real hip-hop, but it was also a situation where I understood that I couldn't be the best that I could be without what made me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Me and Rich was a group. You know, almost all of my rhymes were a line for me, a line for Rich at that time. You know what I mean? So I say like 3 words and he'll say like 3 and we be back and forth. So I just knew it would be better. Right. And I wouldn't feel good putting out something that wasn't representative of what we could really do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because me going solo, which I was capable of, I just thought I just was better with my crew. Right. So I wanted to put out the best, and that's what we tried to do.
Wow. That's a real true story, y'all. Real true story that went down. Cause we went up to the House of Metal up in New York and recording up in the House of Metal. One of the first few people, I think, ever that came from Philly to record up there. And with the likes of Public Enemy that you hear probably in the background right now, Run DMC. Yeah, and they had this big wall for all the artists to tag on. So you know us, man. You know, we went up there and we took over the wall. We hit the wall all crazy, and they was looking at us like, oh, man, what's wrong with y'all?
Because we wasn't just hip-hop rappers and stuff. We was graffiti artists, too. But not just regular graffiti artists. We were like vandalist types. Like, we wasn't putting up art. So
we keep it 100 with y'all.
Yeah. We were bombing stuff. Yeah. So, you know, that was a little unfortunate for that time. But
that's what was going on back then, you know what I mean? Like, so that was real with the hip hop though.
True elements of hip hop. Back then when they was making beats and tracks and stuff like that, this boy would come over the crib and he would spit for hours. What really went down, we used to record on Sundays. And my dad and my mom and they used to go to church. So I used to call Rich Rap over, Fever, and DJ Dade, and we had that little bit of time to, you know, make some classics. Yeah. We made a classic song called I Need You Girl. And it took off, man. It took off like a virus all over the city. Everybody, and that's what really got our rep at the beginning, because we made a classic joint. Fever and
Rich Rap
was spitting. Then we would go places, and this cat would battle people. Rich Rap and Jazz would go battle people, right? See, Jazz, Fever, y'all gonna hear me say that because go back.
Yeah, that's just my evolution of names right there.
This cat right here would battle cats, man, and just annihilate people. They really wanted to kill us. Well, on some real. People wanted to actually kill us. They hated this nigga. They hated it. Before was spitting so much hard shit, people was battling him with his lyrics and didn't even know that was him.
Wow.
Tell them about that. Tell them how people were trying to battle you with your own lyrics. With your own written lyrics.
There was a time when a dude was approaching me and he was actually saying lyrics. I don't know where he got the song, like he must have bit it off a tape or something, but I was like, that was my rhyme.
That's what you're saying. Wait a minute.
But I want to say that wasn't common back then. I feel like a lot of guys wrote, it was a lot of originality. We know, biting wasn't legal back at that time, so, you know, it's a different era right now.
That was like a sin, like, you know, like, major sin.
It was. And for that to happen, you know, that's an automatic L right there, but just to say, at that time of hip-hop was so pure at that time that, you know, you wanted to do things just to be different. You tried anything just to be different. I feel like that's why you had people like Biz Markie and Rozelle and guys like K-Solo trying to spellbound just to be different. S-P-E-L-L, rapper very W-E-L-L. Because it was so important to be different at that time. That was a major thing. So it's just a different time and era. That's all it was.
Hey, you know what, Live, you saying that, yo, sometimes when I be doing business in reference to music, they might say, what artist do you sound like? I sound like none of them. Like they're looking for you to sound like somebody else. Like, and again, that's true. It's like taboo to us. Like, what I sound like? Yeah, sound like me.
I think that's one of the things that was difficult for us going into the record industry, like actually signing a record contract and being on a record label where somebody else has control of your creativity. I mean, for something as natural as hip hop. That's unnatural for somebody else to say, nah, do this
Well,
or
write it
do
this
that.
way. Yeah.
Or you need to write more about this, or yo, that was too hard. You need to take that out and do. You know that's very unnatural for somebody who's real organic with the art form. So I think that's one of the reasons we never really fit into the hip hop industry, because we always felt like it should just come natural. That's one of the words we used to use, natural. We called it like some people would say freestyling, or I guess that's the closest thing to just what we used to call kicking it natural. But we used to just get together, talk, have a conversation, maybe indulge in a little bit of party favors or whatever. And you know, do what we call kicking it natural, and that would lead to some of our best stuff. But you know, everything was like true. It was organic. It was from the heart, and nothing was, well, this guy, he got a big song and it sound like this. Let's see if we can get on that vibe. You know, that was the last thing on our mind, to get on somebody else's vibe. We was trying to create a vibe. We was trying to just be different. Just do us.
So what you think hip hop right now? What is it missing? Is it missing one of the elements? What is hip hop that's missing that you grew up and you loved about hip hop that made hip hop hip hop?
Well, see, I have a problem with that, because I feel like hip hop is still there on the essence. I'm still here. You know, nothing's missing. You just gotta listen to my stuff. But but no, I mean, these guys are in the mainstream. They're being put there. That's the problem. It's not that something is missing. It's that the people who control the industry are not the people who are creating the music.
Agreed.
That's a very simple problem.
That's right on the
So
head.
you got people who are saying that this is what we want you to do, but they're not creators of the music. They just in it for a monetary gain. So, you know, you can't. Art doesn't mix very well with economics, or you know, when you're trying to make a profit out of it. Some of the best artists you're gonna hear, like you got the saying starving artists, it didn't come out of nowhere. You know, some people wanna do it from the heart and have the most profound messages and profound songs, but they're not gonna be successful on a monetary level.
Right.
Now, a true artist, he's gonna I don't wanna call these guys not true, but I mean somebody who's true to themselves they're not gonna be bound by that. They're not gonna sacrifice their integrity to say, okay, this is what I wanna say, but I'm gonna say what they want me to say, because, you know, I wanna make this money. But at the same time, you can see the track. You can see how a young kid who has talent, because I will say that some of these cats out right now are the most talented MCs I ever heard. I mean, just lyrically, like how they could spin their words together, like the flow, and some of the talent they had, but the subject matter is trash.
Right.
And I believe that's because they're trying to get money. Now, I don't agree with it, but it's hard to knock a man for trying to feed his family. But at the same time, you know, we could justify drug dealing or something else, pimping or robbing a bank, just because that man trying to feed his family too.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we don't agree with it. So I'm saying I don't agree with what they doing to get their money, because I feel like the plan is bigger than just, you know, painting us in a negative light. But at the same time, I'd rather see these brothers in the booth than behind bars, or, you know,
Well,
killing
any
each other and
cats
stuff
out
like
right
that.
now, industry-wise, would you want to work with, or would you work with? That you feel that if y'all put something together would work?
Yeah, it's a lot of cats that, cause I feel like it's just the mainstream. See, a lot of people, they're unaware that there's still some good MCs out there. Like, I feel like Kendrick Lamar is a good MC. I feel like J. Cole is a good MC. Wale, he's a good MC. I feel like Lupe Fiasco's a good MC. I feel like Joey Badass is a good MC. I mean, it's a lot of good MCs. Black Thought, he's still around. He's a great MC. But you know, in the mainstream, these guys that they're promoting now, I mean, it has to be some kind of conspiracy. I mean, I see more that I feel like, I don't want to say talentless, but it almost looks like a parody. Like they're just
I'll say it.
teasing.
I'll say it for you.
Garbage. But I mean, and I wish one thing I would ask brothers of our generation to stop doing, and anybody who loves hip hop, what I wish anybody who loves real hip hop would stop doing is spending so much time criticizing these guys, because that means you watching their video, you listening to their songs, and you know. You're promoting their music by sharing their video and saying this guy's trash.
Right.
But I mean, what we need to do, De La Soul just had a #1 album. Now how did that happen? They still making the same kind of music they was making in the 80s.
Right.
They had a #1 album. That means their true fans supported their music.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? What we need to do is support the real music and stop even considering this trash, that what we consider trash. Because if we feel like the music is not worthy or it's not good, we should just ignore it and promote and support somebody who deserves our attention.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And in that way, you know, guys who are making good music will
come to the forefront.
Right.
And it'll force them to make some good hip hop.
Right.
And you know what? What you said, I agree with. As far as I believe we even had this conversation, you and I, before about. I feel for these young dudes sometimes, because when they're born, all they know is Young Thug, or
They don't know hip-hop.
that's all they were ever introduced to. So in a way, for me to say, oh well, he ain't this, that, and the third. No, while he don't know no better. This all he know. You know what I mean? So we're not dissing the younger ones. We just want to educate you and bring you up to speed on the real hip hop. That's all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, I feel like it's their turn for expression, and you can't tell a person how to express themselves.
Agreed.
You know, so it's their turn, because music always been driven by the young generation. You know, young teenagers, and
It's always evolved.
right. They're the ones who drive music. You know, music is mostly made for that age bracket, and it's their time to express themselves. Because I know my parents tried to tell me that Chuck D was trash. My mom tried to tell me that KRS-One was trash.
Like,
you know what I mean? So she just didn't know. And now that I'm a parent, I'm telling my kids that these guys are trash, and you know, they're probably thinking the same thing. Like, he just don't know. He haven't given it a listen. Little do they know, I do give it a listen. You know what I mean? And then I say they trash. But I still give them the opportunity. I feel like, not that I can stop them, but I give them the say, yeah, go ahead and express yourself. As long as you're not doing nothing detrimental to your health, go ahead and express yourself and do your music in the way you want to do it. Play your music the way you want to play it. Dress the way you want to dress, because we dress how we want to dress. And you got to go through that. That's a growth period.
What about the trend following? Like all this stuff you're saying. These guys is wearing these little tiny jeans.
They are
dresses.
trend followers, and that's that could be dangerous to the reproductive system. But beyond that, you know.
I mean, because hip hop, we can't keep going back and saying in our era, we set the trends, and we were trendsetters. We wasn't trend followers.
Right, because
These cats, like Poe was talking about, these cats, they follow. I guess they follow a certain trend, like the music industry, record industry say, yeah, wear this dress. This is hot. Dress up like a woman. People will think you're funny. This industry is really different than it has ever been. It's too much trend following. Now it's good for these cats to be women and women to be men.
right. Well, I feel like what is going on is that it's a saying. I hate this saying too, and I'm glad it just came to my mind to address it. It's a thing going on where people say money over everything. I mean, do you really realize what she's saying?
Exactly.
Money over everything, really? Don't you got some kids? Don't you got a mother? Don't you got, you know what I mean? You got some family, but you gonna sit up there and fix your big mouth to say money over everything? That means, and you got dudes walking with them, like guys right next to him, like, yeah. When your man saying money over everything, that means you
too.
will sell you out, brother.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But that's how it is. So now, when they had an opportunity to make this money, they do it. They will actually put on a dress, which is unacceptable in my opinion. But I feel like at some point, I don't know where, I like to take my responsibility and say, some point I dropped the ball somewhere, because I'm a veteran. I'm a pioneer, especially in Philly, especially uptown. I'm one of the first MCs to be on Wax Uptown. And somehow they're not following in my footsteps. You know what I mean? I dropped the ball. I didn't school these young boys the way I should have, and now they're going astray. So I try to look and see how can I fix it. You know what I mean? How can I contribute to put them on the right path? Because definitely some way, in some form, they went astray. Anytime a brother want to wear a dress, and you know,
no matter how much money you got.
Yeah, I just can't co-sign that in any way. Or
makeup. They wear makeup
right,
too.
wearing dresses and makeup. That's a whole different issue, but I don't know, man.
Yeah,
we gotta reconsider. Like I said, anybody out here who fixing their face to say money over everything, I think you should really reconsider that statement.
Agreed.
You should reconsider that.
And you know what? That statement right there, the trouble and the problem with that statement is, the way I hear it is really, money's my God, and I'll do anything for the money. I'll kill you, I'll hurt you.
Now you're hitting the nail on the head,
you know what I'm saying? That's my God, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, we can't make money. I wrote a song talking about, I got a song called Money, and it's talking about life ain't just about money. Yeah, we needed to keep the lights on, this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, money is not everything. Your health is way more valuable than money, because if you're unhealthy and you can't work, you're not getting no money anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's so many other things. But you know what? I wanted to ask you this question because you're a brother who has come full circle with the hip hop, and you were mentioning the youth. You do great things right now in reference to the youth. That is totally hip-hop, and our listeners need to hear, because not only is this dude crazy nasty with the bars, but he actually really cares and loves our black children. Not only black children, the kids, period. So I would like for you to explain a little bit about the program that you're involved in. And this is another reason why I love this dude, because he real hip-hop, and he really loved the kids. So you won me over right there.
Right, well, I'm working with a brother, Reuben Jones, who started an organization called Frontline Dads.
Okay.
And it's out of 410 North 34th Street, right near the zoo, out in, I guess that's west. But what we do is try to get with the kids, mentor them, talk to them, try to show them a different way instead of that inner city, street life that they see every day. We try to get them out of the hood, take them camping or.
Speaking, I seen a post where you were with the kids on a camping trip. What was that about, fam?
Yeah, we just took them out, like I said, to get them out of that same old environment, to let them know it's bigger than the street. It's bigger than what you know, that little circle. Right. It's a huge world out here with many things to do, and you could be whatever you want to be. And we let them know that if there's a place you want to go in this world, you can go. And if we can get you there, we'll try, but also you just gotta work towards it. Work towards your goal. You're not stuck in that small environment, because sometimes as a kid, we just can't see past that. I was once that kid, that just couldn't see past the block, or just couldn't see past, that life of selling a couple of drugs, or getting the next 40 or the next blunt or whatever. And when you can't see past it, you limit yourself, because you only could go as far as your mind will allow you to go. So we just try to expand their minds, open up the world to them, let them see more that is more than your corner, more than, that little stuff you see going on, and just get them out the hood and show them a better way.
Well, how many kids you have involved in this program?
It fluctuates, because no matter how hard we try, we can't force them to come to the program. Sometimes they just feel like, I don't want to hear that, and they drop off and go their way. But at the same time, we always recruiting more kids. Frontline Dads organization.org, frontlinedads.org, and like I said, the founder is Reuben Jones. You can find him on all social media, Frontline Dads, and yeah.
So it's just any type of kid.
Right. It's like the age is from like 12 to 17. No, they don't have to be in trouble. They could be just their parents. Many times just feel like my child has too much idle time, because we had a point in where kids just want to play on a video game. They don't want to get up and move about. They stuck in the same space, and sometimes parents see that as a detriment and see that as harmful, that the kid is not doing different things, and they're not getting up, being